As protests continue to rage on across our nation, as people seek reform for police brutality and justice for the family of George Floyd, I felt as a writer and a poet, as an artist myself, I have to make some type of creative contribution to this movement. And with that, I introduce to you a poem entitled $20 Bill. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. But in 2020, we're still unequal. What's the value of life? Promoted lesser alive than killed? What's a human worth? For some, just a $20 bill. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. George Floyd, I say his name, but it's such a shame. He felt the strain of neck pain that rang in the 465 plus year exclaim. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Something Eric Gardner tried to plea. NBA players rocked the slogan on the tee. Biggest statement they made since posing in hoodies as Trayvon Martin going for goodies. Colin Kaepernick tried to protest peacefully, though folks found the problem with taking a knee. Voices went unheard into his riots, you see. Some say you can't get what you want violently, but what do you call police brutality? Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Instead, get tased, sprayed, or a boot. Cuff, charged, caged, stripped to a jumpsuit. Hands up, don't shoot. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. What a president that makes such remarks. No wonder how all the terror sparks. Protesters at day get infiltrated at dark. Hands up, don't shoot. Not our allies if you're gonna burn our community. We are the people left in ashes to rebuild in unity. Our message gets distorted when our moment is hijacked, but we ain't going out like that. These are our streets and we taking them back. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. We shall overcome the belly of the beast. We survived slavery, Jim Crow, lack of civil rights, crack epidemic, trust. We will survive riots and police. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Witness the revolution that refuses to cease. Until we see the societal death for white supremacy and the infrastructure of systematic racism addressed through policy, we'll experience an uprising for the so-called minority, whom continues to be discriminated, eliminated, and exterminated without an ounce of humanity. Absolute targeted insanity. 13% of the nation, yet nearly 70% of the prison system is me. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. White privilege is alive, not a white lie. Many whites lie, it's a privilege they deny. But they don't clinch when the cop rolls by as they drive, cause we know we're pulled to the side as Philando Castile, we can comply and still die. If we make it to the police ride as Freddie Gray, no guarantee we'll survive. Or worse, even if we arrive, get booked before we're tried, as Sandra Bland doesn't mean we're kept alive. We could be in the park playing with a toy, as Tamir Rice still gets slain as a boy. Doors unlocked, trust the neighbors will leave us alone, as Botham John were murdered as a burglar in our own home. Well, leave the front door open just in case we go. As Tatiana Jefferson, we could be shot through our window. Don't ask me why we're so tired when we lie down in bed. As Breonna Taylor, while we snore, they can kill us dead. We can be known for giving free meals to police, as David McAtee still gets shot in the crowd trying to protect our niece. Can't even blow off steam and go for a run. As Ahmaud Arbery, we can be chased down with a gun. All from a MAGA Mad Hatter, wanna politicize what I matter. While they publicize the all lives chatter, they dismiss my cry that Black Lives Matter. Then fake new paints us as thugs or crabs in buckets, when the whole time all we want is justice. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Justice or else. We've already disrupted the system that's been in place since Columbus. Though you don't want it, you have an all-men and created equal government, a pursuit of happiness covenant, my alleged freedom given with the 13th Amendment. Then why does my liberty seem so limited? It's apparent that you don't want me on the planet, No consequence for taking my life when you're in a panic. I'm a natural born citizen, but you feel you're the only patriot? I'm from the US and it makes you sick? Don't like it, go back to Europe with your tiki sticks. I'm an African American that makes me American. I care about my whereabouts and this is where I've been. This is my home where my people are dying. I have a dream that my people ain't crying. Work as a team, we ain't only surviving, we redeem what's ours, now we're finally thriving. Is it all a dream? No. It's justice. It's just this can't be real. A man to lose his life over a $20 bill. So sad story of a real martyr today. So in his memory, his name we say. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name, George Floyd. And all the victims of police brutality, say their names too. This is for you. Rest in power. Peace.